วิทยุมอ.หาดใหญ่ชวนฟังสังคมแห่งศาสตร์ร่วมวาดโลกทัศน์ใหม่ไปกับชุมชนวิชาการ
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ everyone today come back with us นะคะ PSU Hatyai to Global Business นะคะอาจารย์นานาเชียค่ะ
อาจารย์นาโน as well
and อาจารย์เกียร์มาเกนครับ
and of course today we have two newbies in the house may I introduce you to อาจารย์แอนกาญจนาถค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ
welcome
also น้องเมย์ปานทิพย์ค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ
also welcome
well we will definitely gonna talk to them and let them do self introduction later on นะคะ so we are really excited because very familiar face อาจารย์แอน come back with us againนะคะ in this episode อาจารย์แอน thank you very much for your commitment เนาะ and engage and always support us นะคะ so as usual let's start with our updates and our faculty นะคะ our faculty of management science always come with many achievement เนาะ whenever we talk about what we have done always something that we have to share about is our recognition something that we receive as an awards and recognition so first thing first let me share to you guys that we actually this time I have to say in bilingual because the name certain term is in English and Thai นะคะ this one is about the achievement from โครงการของสโมนักศึกษาเนาะ is from student union นะคะ congratulations to student union นะคะ faculty of management science that being selected as an outstanding projects in PSU Hatyai campus this academic year 2021 โครงการโครงการนะคะโครงการวิทยาการสานใจนี่ got the award เลยนะคะ and also โครงการวิทยาการสรรสร้างชุมชนครั้งที่19 and also โครงการ Green Facility 2021 as well นะคะ and โครงการศิลปะสัมพันธ์นะคะWow, there's so many โครงการนะคะ that they actually received the outstanding awards from the project that PSU called Hatyai Campus Project หรือ in Thai นะคะ they call as in โครงการของสโมสรนักศึกษานะคะได้รับคัดเลือกเป็นโครงการดีเด่นของวิทยาเขตหาดใหญ่ประจำปีการศึกษา 2564นี่ big congratulations for our student union นะคะนี่ our student union has such great capability เขาแบบ student leader จ๋าเก่งๆ everyone very good นะคะ so big clap for them นะคะ I'm so proud of our student นะคะ everybody so the next award as well นะคะ we have the competition we won the competition wow this round is from business information system program นี่ the project that they compete is called PSU Hackathon นะคะ this one is something to do with the interdisciplinary faculty technology and innovation together with the new Nexus Energy Thailand นะคะเป็นผู้ประกอบการนะคะที่ organize this event นะคะ and also this one talking about something to do with the environmental wellness นะคะ in order to meet the SDG goal 7, 11 and 13 so we have to really how to say witness their achievement because they win as a national award as the champion national award เลยนะคะ okay big hand for our BIS student as well I trust that behind this success is all BIS student and BIS lecturers นะคะ and next one we have also to congratulate นะคะ with a bunch of students นะคะ that again that they be able to publish the paper in international and national conference on business administration and accountancy or we call INBA organized by Thailand Regional Business School Network นะคะ or TRBSNet นะคะ our students submit about 13 papers นะคะ and they all get accepted and they presented both online and offline นะคะ so congratulations to our undergrad student again นะคะ they will be able to publish in the conference see such a great they're very good. Our students are pretty much like very skillful, full of capabilities to do this and that. Okay. So last but not least, this is very important. This is not something that to do with any competition, but it's about what Nong May, our special guest today, will share to you that our faculty, done something that really great for our quality assurance. Nong May, first, let's you introduce yourself to us first นะคะว่า which department you're coming from คะ your name and start with your position and the department ค่ะ
Hello, my name is Parnthip Phadungjitkasem. I currently work as a computer technical officer as strategist and revenue management and information system innovation division at Faculty of Management Science for 8 years. My responsibilities include IT supporting, software development, and quality assurance of academic standards.
That's very important position and very important department that you're in. So may we know that at the moment, what is your main project at the moment? What do you have? I mean, what do you do right now?
Our main project this moment is EPEX 200 project.
EPEX 200.
It's like EPEX 200 200 project.
EPEX 200. For the audience that not sure what exactly is, can you tell us?
This project for education to submit self-assessment report or assessment in organization of Thailand.
I see. So Ajarn Kem, can you share to us that every university, right, have to apply this EPEX, right, Ajarn Kem?
I guess so. However, they can get another accreditation depends on the demand of each university too.
That's right. So what are the criteria inside the EPEX? What they're looking at? Any criteria there?
They have 7 criteria. The first is the organization overview. You can call OP. And the second part is the process criteria. Example for the example, leadership, strategy, customer measurement analysis, and knowledge management, workforce and operations. For example question, how do senior leader define vision and values? It is a question for leadership criteria.
It's a leadership criteria. That means management, right? Management team.
Yes.
Wow, that's very, very important, like a criteria to be assessed, right? So I just want to know, why is that important? How is that important for any institution, or how is that important to us?
EPEX is very important because it is a framework for managing a successful organization. The criteria will help organization to answer 3 questions. The first question, is the organization performing as well as it needs to be? The second question, how does an organization know if its operation and are good or not? And the last question, what and how should the organization improve or change?
Whether organization is good or not. So what we do know that our faculty achieve what do you call it, a screening process. So that means that there is the like evaluation, step in evaluation to pass the EPEX 200 now. Yes. So right now, what stage is it? Where we at right now?
We submit self-assessment report that includes 7 criteria. In last Friday.
Wow! And when is the result will be out?
I'm not sure. Maybe in April or May.
Yeah.
2022.
So that means actually, Nong May, what I do realize that May has done a lot of the work on this report, right? Because there are 7 criteria, and very important to put everything together. And each of the committees or even every department in faculty have to contribute and share the information to Khun May,
Yeah.
I mean, it required a lot of collaboration work. It requires a lot of the information. You have to understand the whole thing in our institution, in our school, what we do, and how you justify your point in the report, right?
Yeah.
How you be able to convince the reviewer to believe that we have the excellent thing point, that we as a faculty meet the eligible to be one of the quality education. Is that right?
Yeah.
Big role นะคะ big role. So really ให้กำลังใจ big hand for you for your good job that you manage to submit the application นะคะ and also pass the screening process already. Good job นะน้องเมย์ big hand หน่อย big hand everybody big hand ให้น้องเมย์ค่ะ
Thank you very much.
Very good ค่ะ so น้องเมย์ we will give you full support, spiritual support, and whatever you need. Every one of us here come from different department. We're definitely gonna help you out นะคะน้องเมย์ and we will help you out go through the whole process เลยนะ Okay ค่ะ so that's about what we achieve, and on the other side about quality assurance in our faculty ค่ะ everyone. So last but not least, I like to share one last thing. I just like to share one last thing. What we do just last Friday, man. Last Friday, what we done was the training, everyone. We have the numbers of the key person or head of the department and the management team attended the training, the seminar that we call the faculty standard and table seminars from the ASSB. Again, ASSB that we mentioned before, that is the Association to Advanced Collegiate of the Business. So we are pretty much on the board right now. We are in another level, looking into getting the eligibility done, passed, and then we will go through the process of accreditation. So same thing like what Nong May do, like EPEC, we have to write a report as well, but yet we need to get everyone in our department and our faculty to understand about the quality assurance, what they actually need, what we need to report to them, this kind of thing. So therefore, the training session is really important. I just like to share that our faculty is fully on board, and we try to push forward. Everyone have to work as a team together here. All right. That's about it. That's what we've done so far in our faculty. Actually, we have more. We've done more. So everyone can just visit our Facebook page or our website, Faculty of Management Science, Prince of Songkhla University. You guys will find us on both Facebook, even LinkedIn as well. Ajarn Ano actually done this pretty good job as well, and on our website.
It's probably worth mentioning that we've got a symposium coming up as well, right?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, because I thought like we mentioned the last episode, but yeah, the symposium we done. This is the 5th round, 5th International Research Symposium. Hooray! And we're gonna do this again, and we're gonna upgrade to Global International Research Symposium. Touch wood, we will definitely gonna achieve that, because this round we managed to get the Australian institution in the house already. Hooray! So actually, it's from my own university, Victoria University. I'm really grateful that they're actually on board this round. And we will organize this on the 5th of April. Hopefully that we have numbers of participants. At the moment, we already have achieved our KPI. Like we're afraid as well, our Zoom will explode again. Like
More than before.
Because we have many audience, they're very interested and participate with us. So hopefully For those who are listening out there, if you are the universities from universities, Ajarn listen to this. I would like to promote as well that we have the platform called International Research Symposium. We open for the business administration and related field in management. Feel free to contact us and inquire us about it. Okay, so now let's move on to another fun activities with Ajarn Arnold. English vocabulary.
Vocabulary list. Welcome back to part 2 of our podcast. As per usual, we have our vocabulary and English vocabulary and phrases section of the podcast. And today's vocabulary will be all about the topic that our guest speaker is going to be talking about, which is related to human resource management and specifically issues and problems that we face in the human resource management department in various organizations, whether those organizations are in the public, private, or social sectors. So let's get right into it. First word for today, we have dispute. Dispute. I really like this word, dispute. Okay. What is the definition? Dispute is an argument or disagreement, especially an official one between, for example, workers and employees. Now, Ajarn, dispute. I believe this is a term that you are familiar with, correct? What do you think of when you hear the word dispute?
I give the example, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think one of the example would be at the workplace. If we have like dispute, it can lead to the major problems and also destroy the relationship between colleagues at work. So make sure that we communicate well all the times to avoid the dispute.
I think that's a very, very astute observation. Communication is key to avoiding disputes. Thank you very much, Bian. So the next word we have is employee turnover. Employee turnover, which is also related to an issue that we usually face or that companies face. Employee turnover. The definition, the measurement of the number of employees who leave an organization during a specified time period. Now, P-Game, when you hear the term employee turnover, what do you think of?
It's quite negative for me because this number informs about the stability and the effective of each company or the department, especially in marketing. We can, for me, I can say that in marketing, we have a very high employee turnover rate because in this department, we evaluate the effectiveness of our employee based on the sales revenue that they can make. So if they cannot touch or cannot meet the criteria that we already set, so we gonna like put some pressure to them, and most of people cannot stand for it, so they're gonna quit from the job very easy, like you see. So I think that the employee turnover in marketing department is quite a problem too. And however, before we gonna let them go, we need them to sign contract to say that you will not expose any secret information to others.
I think that's a very important point that you mentioned there. Yes, specifically as you said in the marketing department, because there's so much pressure on employees working in this specific department, because they usually have sales targets.
Right. Gonna set the sales target as you said, around 10 million baht per month. Oh my God.
And automatically, when as soon as they hear that number, they're like, oh, okay.
But for now, in PSU, we already quite stressful too, nah? Because we already have a target for publication, like 1 or 2 publication in Scopus or ISI. So we can see that there are a very high turnover rate for the lecturer too.
Run away.
Yeah, they're gonna find another job that make them like happier for me, I guess. Because but some guys who still exist in this career is the one who love academic career and want to make publication and love with writing something or doing some research.
And the moment that there's so much pressure being put on these individuals to publish, then we tend to neglect other responsibilities or other areas of the university that is also very important. I mean, I'm not going to go into too much details, but you tend to see how if you focus too much on one thing, you tend to neglect something else. Yes. So it's a very important point that you made there. Thank you very much for that. Yeah. All right. So next word that we have is organizational culture. I believe this is one that Ajarn Nana would be very familiar with. So what is organizational culture? It's the collection of values, expectations, and practices that guide and inform the actions of all members of an organization. So, Ajarn Nana, I believe this is a term that you use on a very regular basis, is it not?
What do you mean I use regular basis when I complain with you, right?
Well, I mean, like I wasn't going to go into detail, but then you just gave away the details. So yes.
Let me elaborate with my example. I think I just picked up on my head right now since you mentioned about when I say this regularly. Yeah, I always say to Arnold that Arnold, this is so hard things, you know, when we are in organization with, you know, like with the cultures that we never can cope with it. But we also, as individual, we also have our working culture as well. So that means that it is going to be hard things to do for being like in a management team, in organization, which we need to blend two or more culture. You know, we're very different, especially corporate cultures into one in order to achieve the mission together.
Yes. This is true. I think the point that you made there was that there are subcultures within an organizational culture, right?
I need some. Yeah,
no, for me, I for my opinion, I think that in order to manage or handle with the variety of culture group, we gonna have so many options. Okay, blend them together is one option that we can do it. Okay, or we can like we can manage based on the different culture if we understand the core point of each group culture, or we
if
can
the important point there is if we understand, right?
Yes. If we must understand them first in order to manage them.
This is true.
Or the other option we can use like the cultural that we force them to absorb one better culture. Something that will be the other option for me. So for me, I cannot make decision that which option is better or is the best. It depends on the nature of each organization. For example, if we see some merging situation now, we see that some banks, two banks that they merge together now, they have quite different culture for sure. However, in order to merge them together, I guarantee that it's not 100% cultural merge. So the executive team need to do a very hard work in order to make decision which culture should be exit and which culture should be erased from the system, or they're gonna compromise, or they're gonna create the new culture. That I don't know. So that the decision for executive team.
And I think it takes time too when two companies merge and then they have to kind of like come up with the new cultures just to make sure that everyone understands. And I think HR team would need to take take responsibility for this. They need change management as well. So we have to make sure that like two employee from two companies finally once they merge, they will become one.
Correct.
I don't know. I just still think that the leader will be the one who bring the culture in.
Well, yes, but that it's supposed to be like that at least. Yes, but it's supposed to be like yes.
Yeah, but for me, leader cannot stand alone.
No, definitely not.
So you need to understand your employee. So sometimes leader need to like compromise him or herself to understand and to fit with the employee culture. But we cannot 100% absorb the employee culture if it's not good to the organization. So I think that most of employee group they prefer the better thing. So it's about how the executive team or how the leader communicate with the employees. That's my opinion only now.
Yes.
Can I add something? And I think that we need to know exactly the directions of the company. Like we have like we really know exactly vision, missions, and objective of the companies. And after that, we tailor the organization's cultures to fit and to bring everyone to work, and then bring the organizations to the goals.
Right.
To do that, need leader to do.
So like there's in corporate communication, there's three pillars to successful communication within any organization. It comes down to three things. It comes down to the vision, as set by the executive team. Comes down to the culture. And the culture is all employees involved internal to the organization, and then it comes down to reputation in the eyes of the stakeholders, external stakeholders. Now, what you essentially want to do, is for those three to align with one another: your vision, your culture, and your reputation. Once you have that, you will have a happy, positive environment within the organizations, which in return translates outside of the organization. But it definitely starts with the vision set by the leadership team, executive team. And then you need your employees to believe and see into that vision in order for them to coexist and actually be working with one another, which in return then affects the reputation in the eyes of your external stakeholders. So it's a very interesting conversation we're having here right now, because it's definitely very, very important in achieving that harmonious organizational culture. Yes. All right. So as I said, very interesting conversation that we're having here, and I think all the lecturers here had very important points to make in terms of organizational culture, and it's to those listening. It's definitely worth listening. It's definitely worth taking in, and if you work within an organization or you're working, you own your own organization, it's very important that those three aspects of organizational culture and communication align, which is reputation, vision, and also culture. Yeah.
Excellent.
All right. Okay. And that is okay. So seeing as we've actually exceeded our time in terms of the English lesson, we'll stick with those three phrases, or those three words, which is the disputes, and also employee turnover, and then lastly organizational culture. So that is it for our English lesson for this specific program. So we can move on to the next motivation. No? That's such a motivate. How's that for motivation? Employee morale. Yeah.
I think this one reflects the organization's culture. Like maybe not trusting kind of culture.
What I don't understand is how employers still think that type of strict schedule still works and getting your employees to do work, because I can guarantee you they're not motivated, and definitely not 100%. They may be at 50, 40, 50%. Like fear has it's not an effective way of motivating people anymore. It's become so ineffective over the past 15, 20 years. Yes. You see what's happening in Russia and Ukraine right now. Yes. The whole world is ganging up, is sanctioning Russia because of this type of behavior, right? And this translates not only from between nations, but it translates to the workplace as well. If you are going to use those corporal type of punishment, then I can guarantee you're not going to get the best out of your employees. It just doesn't work anymore.
Right. I think it's so crazy to do like that.
I think how to monitor employee is entirely depend on the industry as well. If your worker is like a labor worker, call center, and you have to monitor them all the times, okay, that's fine. But if we are like a professional worker, knowledge worker, and then we actually can rely on those people, just leave them freedom sometimes. Give them
Exactly.
freedoms, because I believe that as us, like knowledge workers, we know what to do. Give me the target, give me the deadline, I know what to do.
And it's
Something like that.
often the case that the knowledge workers know more than their managers or their bosses, and that's also one. That's also no, this is very true. And then what happens is it's very difficult for them to respect the people above them, because they know that they know more, they know that they're more intelligent, or they know that they can do their job better, right? So there's a massive gap in between them and their superiors, yes, because their superiors are extremely incompetent. And when you have incompetent, I'm going to say this word one more time, incompetent superiors, then your employees are not going to respect you at all. And I've seen this in more than one organization that I've worked for, yes, where there's absolutely no respect for the supervisors or the superiors. And this can become a big problem. Systemic problem.
Exactly.
Problem.
My cousin told me like that too. You have to be competent, otherwise you cannot lead people. Okay, fine. Yeah. And okay, so I think that is all my suggestions, but I would like to end up just summarize the content a bit.
Please.
Firstly, business owner should know your business first. What you really want your business, your position, the ability to pay, exactly about your business. Next one, communicate well with the employees, what their roles and responsibility, what you really expect from them. Give them clear instructions, and later control them, monitor them, and you should implement reward and punishment system within the organization. Otherwise, you would not be able to manage people from different backgrounds like that. Okay, give them freedom, but however, we have rules and regulations, limitations to rule them as well.
Yeah, that's a very good conclusion for suggest to our SME people นะครับ so I think that I gonna ask น้องเมย์ a little bit because น้องเมย์ is still with us so น้องเมย์ I know you already have some experience about work from home, so do you have any problem about work from home?
For my opinion, I don't have a problem for work from home, and I like it because I can balance work balance and reduce the time to work.
So that gonna reflect the style of your boss too, that your boss is a very good boss because they give you a freedom to take a good care of yourself, and they have a good how can they say leadership, right? They give you the goals and
delegation, right? Delegation.
Yes, like that you are very lucky that you are in a good department and have a good boss. Okay, thank you ครับน้องเมย์ so thank you อาจารย์แอนนะครับ for a very good knowledge about HRM for our SME นะครับ thank you very much ครับอาจารย์แอน
Thank you ค่ะ
We learn a lot. To be honest. And can I have a last reality check? Nong May, are you happy with your work right now? Are you happy with your work right now?
I'm very happy with the work.
But I think Nong May gonna exactly happy because her background is from BIS, right?
Yeah.
So she familiar with online and do something online. That very happy for her. But just for some employee that who not familiar with the gadget, with the digital device, so they gonna have like more some problem, a little bit problem. But I think the time can help. Okay.
Very good. That means that our faculty of management science still okay with all the employees. They're still happy, and 5 of us today also very happy to be here and share you guys with the knowledge. Although the situation really fire at the back of us with full of viruses and everything because we receive new cases everywhere around us right now, just close to us right now. So that means you guys, the show still go on with us now. Okay. So anyway, we're gonna close with this episode with everybody, please stay safe. Although you work at home, still need to stay safe. Keep yourself healthy. Stay happy always. With us, PSU Hatyai to Global Business. Come back with us again, นะคะ everybody. สวัสดีค่ะ ขอบคุณมากค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
เข้าร่วมชุมชนวิชาการได้ทุกเมื่อที่คุณต้องการที่วิทยุมอ.หาดใหญ่ FM 88 PSU Broadcast